Crime frustrates all of us, and we have heard it from you time and time again. Why are dangerous people allowed back out on the streets while awaiting their day in court? Over the past year, News Channel 5 Investigates discovered that is a complicated question that continues to put lives at risk. Now, city agencies are rolling out new systems to help make us all safer.
The criminal justice system, you know, is the symbol of the two scales, and it has to be in balance, and everything has to run in tandem.
It is the symbol of justice, of fairness, of thoughtful consideration, emblazoned high over the Davidson County Courthouse, where justice is doled out.
And I think that it's out of balance.
Metro Police Chief John Drake is not alone.
What is at stake when these systems don't work?
You give me chills with that question. Because I've seen firsthand what's at stake. I've worked with individuals who have later had more severe abuse or even been murdered. And it's devastating to see how systems can fail the people who need us the most. No one calls 911 because they want the entire system in their life, right? They want the violence to stop.
Becky Bullard is with the Office of Family Safety, a Metro department tasked with stopping interpersonal violence and providing services and support to victims. Its main office sits right next to police headquarters, which is no coincidence. The two agencies are in the same fight, and oftentimes that battle begins here.
Did you get charged with a crime, ma'am?
With the setting of bond and bond conditions.
The legislature mandates what we look at.
But there's a lot of leeway on the judge's part.
Well, there is a lot of leeway, and obviously people need to understand that bond balances your presumption of innocence with the need to make sure you come back to court and the need to maintain public safety.
As of last July, a new law upped the ante when a person violates a bond condition, making it a Class A misdemeanor, meaning an officer can immediately make an arrest. In the past, a citation was issued with a court date weeks later.
However, bond conditions are only as effective as the police's ability to know about them.
Right.
And so that's another big issue that we're working on. The clerk's office computer system doesn't necessarily speak to the police officer's computer system.
What used to be dozens of forms officers had to sift through in the field via computers in their patrol cars is now down to a few. But officers still have to call the clerk's office to verify they have the latest information. A system that is better, but far from perfect.
Is the police department committed to merging this IT and getting this in line as soon as possible?
100% committed, because we know that as effective as we are in the criminal justice system, Nashville's safer.
Rethinking systems and accountability measures in the name of safety is also the goal of two new positions within the Office of Family Safety.
Currently, the time between when someone makes bond and has their court date is a kind of no man's land of accountability.
More than 80 people have applied for the two court compliance officer jobs to fill that gap.
They'll be making sure that individuals understand their bond conditions and that those bond conditions are enforced and people are held accountable if they're violating those.
A watchdog and advocate, a need born from tragedy. Like the 2024 case of Lauren Johansson, found murdered after her boyfriend, in jail for assaulting her, was released on bond. The conditions placed on him were blundered. Now Lauren is dead, and Bryson Rivers is back in jail, accused of her murder. And then there's this man, Jared Strike, accused of murdering Miranda Gray in Hermitage in August. Court records show Strike had violated his bond conditions time and time again in the months leading up to his girlfriend's murder.
If they're telling us this in their actions, I'm strangling, I've got a firearm, I'm stalking, we need to listen.
And act. From officers on the streets to judges on the bench and advocates in the wings, all agree balancing the scales of justice not only protects victims and the rights of the accused, but will keep all of us safer.
What I'm hearing you say is we're on the right path, but we're not there yet.
No, we're not there yet. And I think that we have really great bought-in leaders and individuals who are excited about where we're heading in the future.
I can tell you there is an urgency to get this right, and these agencies are attacking the problem in different ways. About 7 months ago, Metro Police started something they call Operation Bond Watch, where about every 2 weeks, city, state, and federal agencies gather together to talk about 4 or 5 offenders, basically the worst of the worst. Some in jail, some still out on the streets. And to make sure the police department, the courts, and the advocate agencies are just all on the same page about these people. So far, 12 of those offenders are now facing additional federal charges, and the average bond for rearrest of these offenders has grown from just about $75,000 to roughly $125,000. This is a story we are committed to following, and it really is multi-layered. Yesterday, I revealed changes within the court system funded by your tax dollars that for the very first time will allow judges to see someone's full criminal history before setting their bond. You can find that on newschannel5.com.